Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a point of view drive with the new Kia e-Niro. Now this is the fully electric version of the Kia Niro, and as you can see, we have this tiger nose grille which is now closed. The charging port is here, and here we are greeted with the LED lights. LED indicators are here, and the daytime running LEDs are on the bumper on this lower section. And this blue elements, they tell you that this is the electric car. Let me show you the side profile. 4 meters 37 is the length of this thing. We have a very aerodynamic 17-inch wheels. I need to show you the floor, so look at this. I'm not sure how much the camera is catching it, but of course flat bottom and batteries are underneath it. Let me show you the rear of the car. When I unlock it, just a second, so we have a very cool signature of the LED lights. Once again, blue elements, eco electric. Let me show you also the trunk. 451 liters of space in here, and the cables on the second floor down there. And now we are ready to go. Let me just show you also the camera, so quite cool, integrated here with the rear wiper. And now it is time to check out the interior and to go for a drive. And we are now ready to go. In order to start the car, you will press the power button. Quite nice to see the power button and not the start engine button. The car comes to life, and look at this interesting gear selector. So you have this rotary button. I just do this, so you go to the right, or should I say to drive. And I'm not sure if camera is catching it, but we have artificial sound. Not sure if you can hear it, but that's mandatory by law for the new EV models, and that's why we have it here as well. So this is the fully electric car, and there are two types and two options available for the electric Niro. And this is the top of the line version, which means you get 64 kilowatt hour battery and also a range of up to 455 kilometers based on the WLTP standard. But great news is that in reality the numbers will be very similar, unlike some other models, for example, especially the EV models. But here you will really have the promised range. Now in front of me you see a nice layout, so we have a digital cockpit and nice touchscreen 8-inch one, which is pretty responsive actually. I am surprised, and it's much better than on some previous Kia models. And this stronger battery comes paired with a 204 horsepower electric motor. It's also got 395 Newton meters of torque, so instant power available. And we will now go to the highway. There you will see it is so good in terms of the fast accelerations. From 0 to 100 it's 7.8 seconds, but as I said, more impressive is the torque and the immediate power that you have. Now you may see that I have the flappy pedals here, and with them you can actually adjust the recuperation. And this works very well on this model because you have a few modes, and now we have maximum recuperation, and this way you can actually almost drive with just one pedal. So now you will see in front of this turn, I will just release the throttle. You see how much the car is slowing down and recuperating the energy. So this is really nice, and this is the advantage of the EVs. Once you get used to this kind of driving, it is a very cool one for the city. So I think you would enjoy it. Of course, if you want to feel like a regular car, just press this. We don't have recuperation at all right now, so now I'm releasing the throttle, nothing is happening, so it's not braking. So yeah, various options are available. Of course, you can also change the driving modes, and then the recuperation will be changed depending on the driving mode that you are currently in. So speaking about the driving modes, you change them by pressing this I have the 4 driving modes actually. So you have the eco, you see recuperation is greater right now, and also with eco mode you have less of a throttle response. Of course, this is for the maximum efficiency. Normal mode, pretty standard, and then in sport mode you have a crazy throttle response, and I will demonstrate you the sport mode when we enter the highway. Of course, I can't do it right here. We have a lot of traffic, and yeah, we will actually now be heading out of the town and going towards the highway so that I can show you the feel at 130 kilometers per hour. So the drive inside here is very smooth. It's all really nice. In front of me there is a digital dashboard, so 7-inch one. You have a bunch of things here, and you can check out a bunch of settings and adjust the driver assistance systems. So bunch of systems here: lane safety, driver attention, and then the cruise control and stuff like that. I will demonstrate you those on a highway as well. You have a nice clicking sound of the indicator. And this is the view of the new infotainment system. You can change those widgets that you have here, and you can also go to navigation, for example, like this, and you have the split screen, but you can also have the full screen and look at the 3D shape of the buildings. So how cool is that? You see the National Theatre on our right, and then here you see it on the navigation, so quite cool. So let's put this navigation on. This was a warning that leading vehicle is driving on. So if you are, typing here and the vehicle in front of you goes, the car will warn you on that. And I love this electric sound and instant power that you have. And what else can I show you? Well, in front of me in the digital cockpit you can see the battery. Unfortunately we don't have the percentage, but the cool thing is that if you press this split screen you can immediately see the percentage. So 68%. I think maybe the best option would be to have this on all the time, as this information here is something that you really need. So range and your battery percentage. Let me show you this. So you see range is here, then the amount of power that you are using, or the charge, of course, if you put the max recuperation mode on or if you brake. And on your right you have the classic speedometer. I do love the fact that the AC controls are here. So on classic switches, with the left knob you control the temperature actually, and with the right knob you adjust the air blower itself. You also have this shelf where you have your phone. You can have it, of course, if you put it, but yeah, wireless charger for the phone is here. My phone is currently charging. Have the USB port, which is illuminated, and additional USB port, as well as the 12-volt power outlet. This car also has the heated seats and the cooled seats, so really comfortable and smooth drive in this. Oh, we have a nice Ferrari F430 on our left, which is producing much more sound than we are. So tell me in your comments, how do you like this layout? And when you put it to P, parking, There's no more artificial sound. Of course, now we have too much sounds around us, but as soon as you put it to D, you have the artificial sound. And this is easy to maneuver, so neutral, reverse, we have the rear view camera, and let's go back to drive. So I think you will get used to that very soon. And the fourth driving mode, I haven't mentioned it. So when you hold the drive mode button, you go into Eco Plus mode. Now Eco Plus mode is a special mode for maximum range. This can be turned on, for example, when you are low on battery and you want to make it to your destination. Then you put that on. You will notice that the car turned off the AC, and the throttle response is not that good, but of course this is all to maximize the efficiency of this car. But now let's go back to the normal mode. The less powerful version would be 136 horsepower version, and that one has the 39.2 kilowatt hour battery. But of course that one has range of less than 300 kilometers, so my suggestion would be go for this one. And we have a lot of sun right now, so let's put this sun visor on. And let me come back to you when we hit the highway. We are now approaching highway. Let me show you how does the blind spot assist work. So you have the yellow dot and warning. When you turn on the indicator, you also have the blinking and the beeping sound telling you not to change the lane. I will put the car now into the sport mode. See the acceleration from 80 to 130. I think it will be pretty fast. Okay, so let's floor it. And just like that. This is really impressive. This is really impressive. It really kicks in, and instant power available. As I said, 395 Newton meters of torque. That is pretty, impressive. You don't expect that from a crossover. But then again, of course, this is the electric crossover, and this is, what electric cars are capable of. So this is the feel at around 130 kilometers per hour. And this car also has the smart cruise control. So let me actually go to the right lane. I will turn it on. We'll put 130 kilometers per hour. And you will see that it will keep us in lane, so it will not just go like ping pong, it will keep us in lane. And now we also have the car in front of us, so let's see how it starts to brake. You see, it is slowing down, and as soon as I turn on the indicator and change the lane back to 130, also nice inside the lane, and this will really make your trip much easier because the car will do most of the job. Of course, you do need to pay attention. I have the warning, keep hands on the steering wheel. Of course, those are the mandatory things, and have focus all the time, but for sure it will make your life easier. And especially here, it's working very well, and I do love this feature that it keeps you in lane. It's not the classic ping pong effect. And now we have the 100 kilometers per hour speed limit. So let's slow down and let me show you. So this is how it looks at 100 kilometers per hour, very smooth. Okay guys, so I hope you liked this drive. Subscribe to the channel in order to see more car reviews. Also check out the full in-depth review of this car, which is already live on the channel. And well, yeah, tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this car. So very interesting choice, electric Kia with nice range, really impressive range. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.